How is Santa Claus a thing, and why is he just some creepy white dude who sneaks into your house, but instead of stealing things after he breaks into your house, he gives you things like a psychopath? Well, the answer isn't nearly as creepy as I make it out to be. Santa Claus, otherwise known as Kris Kringle, otherwise known as Petzelnickel. Petzelnickel is German for walloping Nicholas. But the most important one he's known of is Saint Nick, or Saint Nicholas. Santa Claus's real original name was Saint Nicholas, who was a saint, and his name was Nicholas. He might not be the exact reason why he has the red cloak or beard or milk and cookies and all that stuff, but he is the main reason that we started gift giving during the winter season. Good old Saint Nick was actually a saint, and he was born in around 270 AD in the Roman Empire, and he mastered the art of secretly giving gifts to people. Not much was known about St. Nicholas in his lifetime, but there are some pretty crazy stories about him. Let me just say that the stories written and that are told about him were from centuries later after he died, which classifies as hearsay, which is the lowest form of evidence on the totem pole. So, with that being said, let's get into the stories. St. Nicholas was famous for cutting down a tree possessed by a demon. Yeah, you heard me right. A tree possessed by a demon. But he's also known for saving 3 soldiers from wrongful execution, one of when he actually calmed a storm at sea, and a bunch of other crazy things that defy the laws of physics. There were also a bunch of him secretly gift giving to people, like a bunch of smaller stories and different variations of him secretly gift giving to people, but there was one that stood out, and that's the most famous one, which is why we give gifts today. The most famous legend was of him saving 3 women who were going to be prostitutes because they couldn't pay off their dowries that their father had set on him when he got in astronomical debt. So what St. Nicholas did was, in the middle of the night, throw a sack of gold coins in through their window 3 nights in a row to pay off each of their dowries. And this was the infamous story that started it all. St. Nicholas apparently did a lot of things, and whether or not they're actually true is besides the point, because as long as people are being kind to one another and receiving gifts from each other, and I get a card from my loved ones during the holidays, I mean, that's the important thing, right? That's what really matters. But Justin, where did the red coat come from? The red coat that you see from Santa Claus was St. Nicholas's saint clothes that he wore when he was a saint. I just wanted to see how many times I could say saint in one sentence. That's at least the origin of Santa Claus. There are plenty of add-ons throughout the world, from Germany, Scandinavia, America, and even just a few writers that wrote poems that ended up starting, like the reindeer, for example. Santa didn't have a reindeer until then. But this video is not about all the things about Santa Claus, it's about who was Santa Claus. And the origin of that was St. Nicholas, the saint in the Roman times, doing saint things and paying off prostitution dowries and chopping down demon trees. If you guys want me to go more in depth about all of the things about Santa Claus in another video, leave a comment down below, like the video, and then I'll make another video going in depth on all of the possibilities that merged Santa Claus to be this fat, diabetic, white dude with a beard that sneaks down your chimney and somehow doesn't get burned by fire, and the whole thing. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and thank you for watching.